The two of you, how hard was it doing any of the location shooting?
Location shooting?
Like when you're out and about, so the fans and the paparazzi can be there and trying to get anything done, or was it? Did you keep it quiet?
People were at a pretty safe distance. I mean, they're pretty far away. Yeah, I mean, just the only part that's disorienting about it is like you're trying to pretend you're in 1930, and then like people are like taking iPhone videos of you, and it sort of doesn't make you focus very well.
Because reading about the two of you, your fans seem very like your fans. Really sweet, and they kind of take a real interest in your life. That they come up to you, and it's sweet. They talk to you like they know you.
Yes, they give me love advice. They give me, yeah.
No, it's
like what?
Which sometimes works out and sometimes doesn't.
But they all like your new husband, don't they?
They do, yes. I get a lot of response from people on the street. I met a guy named George yesterday. He really likes my new husband. He's never met him. But he's like, I like this guy. This guy's a good guy for you. I'm not even kidding.
But that is kind of adorable.
It's very endearing.
That people care about you.
They're somehow invested in my personal life.
Yeah.
It's just nice.
Yeah. Robert's fans, they seem more nuts. No offense. Because they're quite. Some of them are quite out there.
Yeah, I mean, I think they just like. I mean, I think you get it. I have a much more simplistic reaction with fans. I think. Like, it's like, you know, they just like screaming, and so it's kind of, and so it limits it. I think you get, because like, you know, when we've been doing these premieres and stuff, there's like an overwhelming amount of energy, and I think it's because if everyone's just trying to do the same thing, they've only got one thing to say, like, which is just screaming. But I mean, then you can just like really focus all your energy together, and it's like it's really powerful. It's like Excalibur or the Captain Planet or something.
Have you ever thought of going up to a screaming girl and freaking her out by going, "Hi, what's your name?"
No, I always wanted to do a sketch for some comedy show where I'd go down, you know, you'd be at a premiere, where everybody be screaming, and go back to this sort of dungeon place, and then you have all these fans locked up. And you put on this like German techno music and just scream at them. And then you go up and like Zac Efron's at the top of the stairs going in next or something. They didn't let me do it.
And oddly, this isn't the first time you guys have worked together, is it?
No.
Because it was Vanity Fair.
Yeah, we did a movie a while ago, and let's just get it out there. Rob played my son in the movie.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Even at the time, you must have gone, what?
And then it got weirder and weirder when I found out we were supposed to play lovers in a movie. No, my girlfriend called me and said, I'm such a big fan of this Rob Pattinson. And she's like, I can't believe you worked with him. I was like, what are you talking about? I never met that guy. What are you talking about? And, okay, let me just tell a story. And she goes, he said he was in this movie, Vanity Fair, with you. And I was like, he was in Vanity Fair? Yeah, and he said he played your son. I was like, what are you talking about? I'm not old enough to play his mother. And then I remembered there was a scene where I'm playing 40, and he's my 17-year-old son, and he comes to see me and basically tell me off because I abandoned him as a child, and the whole thing was so implausible. I think they cut it out of the movie.
It's nice that you remembered him.
Well, it took a while.
It's an amazing scene.
But you do credit that getting cut out of that movie then led to kind of getting the Harry Potter gig.
Yeah, because the casting director invited me to the premiere and forgot to tell me. And me and a friend of mine were both in it, and we had adjacent scenes. And then so I was sitting there waiting for our scene to come. His one came on first, and we were watching it going like, oh yeah, that was pretty good. And I was expecting my one to be amazing, because like Reese is like weeping in it and stuff, and like I was like, wow, I bet it's gonna be so good. Yeah, it got to my bit, and then there was literally a line where she said in the script, someone says to you like, oh, let's go and see Roddy, and you're like, really? Should I go and do that or something? And yeah, she's like, yes, definitely do that. And then it cuts into our scene. And when I was watching the premiere, it's like, you should go and see Roddy. And like, no. I was literally watching it. Wow, how does this turn around from this point in the scene?
And Robert, until you were, about 12, the idea of you growing into kind of a big heartthrob, I mean, certainly your sisters didn't see you growing into a big heartthrob.
I think they still don't. My sisters used to always say to me that if I hadn't discovered hair gel, I'd be the tall guy who all my friends got to buy alcohol for them.
But didn't your sisters used to dress you up?
I think they just used used to give me a ponytail a lot, or I used to like give myself one. It's strange. You'd be surprised. My sisters were very abusive.
Ponytail?
Yeah.
How long was your hair?
It wasn't very long. I had one of those little rat tails at the end. I used to put Vaseline on it. To get it
So I think I'm being, to my son, what your sisters were to you. Because you look a bit like my son, actually. And he likes to have his nails done and his hair done and a little lipstick put in, and I take him on stage with me sometimes and he does a little song. Am I being pushy?
Shappy.
I don't know.
The little way the cat ran away.
The false eyelashes look great on Lola the cat.
But at school now, were you popular with boys and things?
Good God, no. Of course not. The whole episode with the royal wedding when I was 8 started it off because my mother made me have a Diana haircut. That was all the rage here, which looked great on cute little blonde girls, but on me I looked like a Lego man. So after that, I tried to do my amazing feats of strength. I tried to show you guys backstage, like with that business and things like that. They're not the milkshake that bring the boys to the yard.
Aww. Well, you've turned around now. We ought to mention you are at the O2 for the big comedy gala.
Yes, that's very exciting.
Yes, and that's on the 24th of May.
With loads of people. Can I tell you who's on? It's very exciting.
Go.
Michael McIntyre, Noel Fielding, Lee Evans, Alan Carr, everyone is on, and we're trying to raise money to build a new operating theatre at the Great Ormond Street Children's Hospital.
Wow.
So do come to that if you can.
There were a bunch of people